Political leaders are calling it one of the biggest social and economic reforms in a generation. New South Wales and Victoria have joined forces to change the education system. They want to add an extra year of school for 4-year-olds as a formal pre-kindergarten year, and it'll be free for all families. Here's state political reporter Ashley Raper.
Playtime at preschool was a little different for Harriet Perrottet this morning.
What's the plan for today?
And her experience is shaping the Premier's plan.
I've certainly seen her development through being at preschool. It's made a real difference to her.
New South Wales has made a commitment with Victoria to deliver an extra year of formal education for young children.
Today's announcement will really transform and change the way that we look at education here in New South Wales.
This is the biggest economic and social reform that I've had the privilege to be involved in my 20 years in the Victorian Parliament.
The exact model is yet to be finalised, but from 2030 the intention is to have 4 and 5-year-olds attending a pre-kindergarten year. It'll be 5 days a week, free of charge, and delivered in a preschool setting. At the school gate, there are some reservations.
My little one was going 3 days a week to childcare, so from 3 days to 5 days at age 4 might be a little bit too much.
I think it's very dependent on the child.
The pre-kindergarten year won't be compulsory, but it is recommended.
The research has been so convincing over such a long time that not only does the child benefit socially and emotionally, but also cognitively.
The state government has dedicated $5.8 billion to it over 10 years.
I literally have teams from school infrastructure lined up, ready to go, out to primary schools, to scope sites where we can put these services on school sites.
This is another big policy shift from the government, which again positions Dominic Perrottet as a reformer. And today's announcement is bolstered by the partnership with Victoria. But it also exposes the Premier to criticism for focusing on the long term rather than addressing problems in the short term.
After 12 years of inaction, now the government would have us believe they're going to roll out a new plan that's going to take 8 years, while we're in the middle of a chronic teacher shortage.
The government insists both workforce and infrastructure shortages can be addressed in the timeframe set out. Ashley Raper, ABC News, Sydney.
So just how will the new preschool year work for families? Phoebe Bowden takes a look.
The pre-kinder year will focus on play-based learning. It will follow the National Early Years Framework for 4 and 5-year-olds. Children won't be hitting the books though. They will be doing activities such as painting, dancing and playing outside. The aim is to build relationships and routine. 95% of children in New South Wales are enrolled in a preschool program, although many only attend a few days a week. This program funds a full 5 days. Of the 1,600 public primary schools in New South Wales, only 100 have preschools on site. The state government now plans to build many more. Long daycare and community centres will also provide a year of learning for free. With 90% of brain development occurring in the first 5 years of life, studies have linked early education to better success at school and employment. Trials will start next year and the government promises all children will have access by 2030.